Alright, so look, story time. This is the story about the house party that got shot up. So, I'm from Milwaukee. Happy 414 day. That's why I got my, my jersey on. I was born and raised in Milwaukee for the most part. This story took place in high school. I was 17 years old at the time. I was raised on the south side for the most part. Then I migrated to the north side. When I was, I say 14, I ended up moving in with my brother and his wife. From 14 to maybe 18, 17, 18. I'm 17 years old. At the time after school, I used to hang out at my big sister's house on 20th and Brown. I used to be over there a lot because my friends who I went to school with, they stayed around the corner from my sister's house on maybe 18th and Brown. And we heard about this party at school this day. I believe it was a Thursday. I don't know, it was a Friday. We heard about the party. And we heard that it was gonna be, I'm sorry, it was Thursday. We heard that the party was gonna be on a Friday. We found out who house it is and who's having the party. So we go find her, it's a female, we go and find her. She like, yeah, I'm throwing a party Friday night, tomorrow night. It's just gonna be $10 to get in for guys. And it's gonna be, I think it was free for the girls. And I was like, all right, cool. He's like, all right, cool. It's about maybe 6, 7 of us that, hang out as a crew in the school and whatnot. The next day comes, it's Friday. We all talking about this party and, who all finna be there and whatnot. And, we still teenagers. We 17, 18, 16. And I was like the type that wanna fit in. I like to fit in. But at the same time, I was super shy and nervous, like always, around girls and women. Scared to talk to them and, try to be Mac Daddy and stuff like that. But at the time, you wouldn't be able to tell because I was always fly. I felt like I was always fly, and I stayed crispy with the haircuts. Like every other week, I was getting another haircut. Shout out to my big brother. So yeah, it's Friday. We in school. We talking about it. The party and who finna be there and what's finna, it's finna go down, and we can't wait. We gotta see. We finna see what we finna wear. We trying to see what we finna. Shoes we finna wear, clothes, jewelry, I had already got my hair cut. But at the end of this, it's the end of the school day. It's the end of the school day. And like I said, I grew up in Milwaukee. I grew up on the south side. If you don't know about Milwaukee, south side is pretty much Mexico. North side is pretty much the trenches, the hood, the ghetto, whatever you want to call it. East side, more of downtownish, business and tourists come and go downtown. That's the east side pretty much. West side it's still Milwaukee. All of it is still Milwaukee, but the west side is like the outskirts a little bit. It ain't too much that goes on the west side other than, shopping malls and shopping centers and restaurants and things of that nature. This party is on the north side. My sister stayed on 20th and Brown. My homies stayed on 18th and Brown, and the party was happening on 29th and Brown, I believe, around that area. So, end of the school day come. Me and the homies all go our separate ways. We get on the buses, but before that, we plan to meet up at my homie house on 18th and Brown. My homie Travis' house. I'm on the bus. I usually get on the same bus as him and the guys, so that I can get off at their stop and just go straight to their crib and be chilling with them, and then go to my sister's house around the corner on 20th. But I had to go get fresh, man. I had to go get crispy. It's a party. It's gonna be girls there. It's gonna be, the homies there, people from school, people that I don't know. So I'm trying to dress to impress. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go home. Went home, took a shower. I had already had a fresh cut. And I still remember what I wore. I had on a brand called Diamond Company. Y'all probably don't know too much about it, but they got some nice gear. They got some drip, some swag, some pressure a little bit. The navy blue and gray sweater on Diamond Company sweater, it was like gray right here, and the sleeves was like navy blue, and the hood was like navy blue. And I had on some gray sweatpants, and I had on, what shoes did I have on? I think I had on some all white Dookies, some Air Force Ones. So yeah, I'm at the house getting crispy, getting ready. I let my brother and his wife know I'm finna be gone, I'm finna be at my other sister's house. I didn't tell them about the party though. So they like, all right, be safe, and you know, see you later. I didn't have no car at the time. Nobody had a car at the time, as far as me and my guys. So I already knew how to, you know, take the city bus. So I took the city bus from my house to Brown Street, to my sister's house, 20th and Brown. And this is probably around 5, 6 o'clock. Party don't start till, I believe, 9:30 or 10. I believe, I'm gonna just say 9:30. So I'm chilling at the house. It's around 5, 6 o'clock. I ended up leaving at 7, I believe, around 7, to go around the corner to Travis' house on 18th and Brown. Cause we was all meeting up there anyways. So we meet up there. You know, we all in the house. His room was in the basement. So we all in the basement, you know, we as guys, you know, we kicking it, we laughing, cracking jokes, you know, but we still getting ready for this party. We trying to make sure we got our $10, make sure we swagged out, we putting cologne on and making sure our breath don't stink, chewing gum and all type of stuff. And you know, as kids, when you get around, you know, them teenage years, that's when you start recognizing stuff, like probably like 6th, 7th grade, honestly. You start looking at stuff more, like you know, swag, and you want to be fresh all the time, haircut. You want to talk to girls, and you know, all that. So we already 17, 16. So we already in that stage. We already know how, you know, we experts at that now. So at the time, I was always super shy, you know, and I never had sex at the time, but you know, you as a kid, you curious about how your first time would be, or how it would go with your first kiss and stuff like that. I've been had a first kiss, but I never had sex yet. So I'm still always, at the time, I'm still always nervous around females and whatnot. And like you said, like I said, you don't know, you wouldn't know at the time, because you know, I was always Christian. I've always had women attention, but I just never pursued it. You know, I was too scared. So, whole time we at bro house in the basement kicking it. It's getting closer and closer to 9:30 for the party. I'm just thinking in my head like, man, I ain't never been to no house party, man. I ain't never been to no kickback and whatnot. So I'm like, man, how I'm finna be? I won't. Like, we gassing each other up, like, man, yeah, you finna do this, you finna do that, you finna get this girl number, you finna get that girl number, you finna get this girl to dance on, you finna get twerked on by this girl. I'm like, yeah, man, we on all that, you know, this and that. But the whole time, I'm like, sweating bullets, like, man, I'm nervous, man. I don't even know if I'm gonna even approach a female up in there, let alone get a lap dance. So, time to go to the party. It's 9:30. Like I said, the party was all on the same street. My sister stayed on, my brother, my guy, Travis, and them stayed on 18th and Brown. My sister stayed on 20th and Brown. The house party was on 29th and Brown. So that's walking distance. You know, we teenagers, we walk everywhere. We leave out, it's dark, it's nighttime, whatnot. We make our way to the party. We end up walking past the house, because she didn't tell us her specific address. She didn't even tell us what color her house was or what her house looked like. We just going off the street number, you know, 29th and Brown. So I'm guessing it was super dead or just a little bit dead before we got there, because I think that's how we just walked past it, because we ain't see no action, we ain't hear nothing, hear no music, nothing. I think we ended up walking to like 31st, 32nd and Brown. And we just sitting at the corner like, man, I hope she ain't lied about this party and playing us and stuff like that. Like, I hope she ain't trying to, set niggas up. So we like, man, y'all think we walked past the house? And we come to that conclusion, like, yeah, we probably walked past it. Because she said 29th and Brown. I don't know why we didn't just go to 29th and Brown and walk, the side blocks. Walk 29th Street, and to try to discover the house. So we ended up walking back to 29th and Brown. We stand there for about 4 minutes, maybe 5. And then we see cars and we start seeing cars pulling up to this one house. And they getting out and like they look like they getting dropped off. People look like they getting dropped off, other people parking. But we didn't have no cars. So we like, this must be the house. So we not too sure, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to walk into nobody's house or just walk up to nobody's house and, people get on BS with us. So we walked slowly towards the house. We ain't have her number or nothing, so ain't no way we can get in touch with this girl and see if this is her house. So as we get closer to the house, thankfully, the girl whose house it was, the girl who was throwing the party, came outside to the door so she can let some people in and get, the money from them. We like, oh, okay, this is the house. Once we see that's her, we're like, all right, we in there. So we walk up, it's probably about 5, 6 of us. Shout out to my boy Trav. Shout out to Vontae. Shout out to Shawnee. I think Shawnee was there. Shout out to, I don't know if Travis was there. I don't know if Lil Sis was there. But I know Cam was there. Shout out to Cam. So we we walk up to the door. $10 for the guys, and we gave her $10 our money. So we get in there. So like I said, I ain't never been to no house party. I ain't never been to no kickback at this time. I'm nervous. I'm skeptical on what this finna look like or how it's finna go. But we like, shit, no wonder we ain't see nobody outside. Everybody inside. That motherfucker was jumping, like that motherfucker was going up. It was lit in there. I'm like, damn. And I ain't drink at the time, but I think a couple of the people was already drunk, like pre-game drunk and stuff like that, because it was people dancing already on the floor, twerking. You had people drinking. You had people sitting on the wall. The main stuff was going on in the living room. She had a dining room, I believe, and she in the kitchen, and she had the stairs going up. Only people that was going up and down the stairs, I believe, was just her and the people that lived there, and her people. But you got the smokers over here. You got the gamblers over here shooting dice. You got the people in the kitchen making food and making drinks, the drinkers and whatnot. I didn't know how to drink, so I stayed away from it that night. I think we all did. So, like I said, I'm nervous. As soon as we get in there, I'm instantly nervous. I'm like, damn, this female's all around here and they looking real good. But how I'm gonna approach one, man? I'm too scared to approach one. This is what I'm saying in my head. But the way I'm looking, you would think like, oh yeah, he definitely finna get him a lap dance or whatnot. but my homie Cam ended up getting him a lap dance first. We all stayed close to each other. He ended up getting him a lap dance first. You know how guys is, we hyping them up, holding them back, and stuff like that, just having fun. And I believe Trav ended up getting him one. But whole time, you know how it is when guys see females twerking and dancing on the dance floor. We just standing around watching them. Like that's just what guys do in clubs and bars. If they twerking, we standing around them just trying to see which one we finna step in on and get twerked on, dance with her and whatnot. So my scary ass, I'm not stepping in on nobody. I'm just trying to stand here and see if one of them will come to me, And eventually that's what happened. Girl started twerking on me. She didn't just start twerking on me. She kind of pulled me away from the guys. Not too far, but arm length. Turned around and started twerking on me. And my homies all in my ear trying to tell me to get in there, like get in there, get in there. I ain't never been twerked on in my life. I ain't know what to do. I'm sitting there like shocked as hell. I'm nervous, so hoping I don't do the wrong move and whatnot. And I ain't know I'm supposed to be grabbing her waist and you know, feeling on her and all type of stuff and, you know, smacking her butt and all. I'm not knowing I'm supposed to be doing it. I'm just standing there like this. I'm standing there just like this. I got my arms crossed and I'm just like, while I'm getting twerked on. But she pushing me backwards. Like, I didn't know I was supposed to stand there and like not let her move me and show her that I'm the man in this shit. I'm supposed to be knocking her a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But she throwing it back on me. She pushing me back to the point where my guys gotta hold me like this. So, and I still remember what she had on. She had on some lime green shoes, and she had on a lime green and black like dress with a like short dress. Like she looked good as hell. And after she was twerking on me, I went back by the guys and they were just laughing at me like, oh man, why you ain't do this? Why you ain't grab her? Why you ain't grab her waist? And why you ain't smack her butt? And I'm like, man, I know I was supposed to do all of that. So I'm embarrassed and so I'm like, all right, I'm finna just sit back and just enjoy the party. So we enjoying the party, we having fun, you know, we dancing and whatnot, jigging and, you know. And then some grown niggas come in there. Like, we 17, 18, 16, and these niggas had to be at least like 23 and up. Like grown niggas. I'm like, damn, where these niggas come from? As soon as they come in there, yeah, we in this bitch and this and that and party over here, and you know what I mean? They getting their attention. Like, I'm like, damn, they just came in and took over like that. You know, they got their money in their hand, they got their buffs on, they got they Montclair jackets on, they got their fur coats on. I'm like, damn, these niggas like balling type shit. But at the same time, these, like, we all teenagers in here, man. I'm like, what's going on? How the fuck are they allowed in here? But we in the hood, we in the middle of the hood, so ain't nobody saying shit. They in there turning up. They came in there with their bottles and I'm like, damn. But I ain't gonna lie, they definitely got all the females attention. Like, they got all the attention. They went their way. They went over there, was dancing and twerking on them. Probably not even knowing their age and shit, but you know, some niggas don't care. But I'm in there mad, I'm jealous as hell, but I ain't showing that shit. I'm just like, man, that's some bullshit, bro. I'm like, at least I got me a lap dance and shit. So we still dancing and we still, you know, jigging and whatnot. I think I was drinking some juice or something. I know I wasn't drinking liquor though. But them niggas, they was over there with the girls twerking on them and they was throwing money and all type of stuff. I'm like, yeah, we finna get up out of here in a minute. We finna get up out of here in a minute, man. They just stole all this shine. And mind you, it's packed in there, like elbow room packed. Like, you getting bumped, you getting, you know. I hate when people bump me, but at the same time, it's, you know, I understand that it's a party and if it's packed, that's just what's gonna happen. As long as you don't bump me on purpose or, you know what I'm saying? So everybody in there just dancing and partying and, you know, turning up, and we hear a gunshot go off. When I say scattered like roaches, I'm meaning literally. And it's, like I said, it's packed in there. And you know, black people, we gonna run regardless. We ain't asking no questions. We running. So shot go off. Next thing you know, everybody ducking and trying to run out the front and the back door. I went specifically for the front door because that's where I was closest to. So I'm like, I feel so bad, but I was running over people. I was stepping on people, trying to get out of the house. And the people that I seen trying to run out the back door, they was having a harder time because they trying to all fit through this. You know, they had to go through the kitchen to get to the back door. We in the living room. And the front door right here. So they trying to squeeze through this kitchen doorway, like 10, 15 people at one time. So they getting stuck, falling over people. I hear somebody go, "Man, that was just a balloon, that was just a balloon." And while they saying that, I done made it out the front door. So I stopped for like 2-3 seconds looking for my guys. I looked down the street. A couple of them, I believe Trav and Vontae and Lil Cam was already down the street running. And I'm like, all right. The other guys I was with, I didn't see them. I don't know if they went out the back door or Ben took off. But she like, I remember it was a female voice. She was like, that was just a balloon, that was just a balloon. But everybody's still scattering. And I hear, I started to consider it. Like, oh, okay, cool. And then I hear 2 more shots go off. I'm like, oh, hell no. Them ain't no balloons. And the house that we was in, the stairs to the front porch and down to the ground, it was probably about 10, 15 stairs. So I gotta go down these stairs just to get out this damn house, pretty much, to get away from it. So while I'm finna run down the stairs, some cars pull up. And ain't nothing but a bunch of guys in the cars, and they getting out yelling and showing their guns and shit. I'm like, hell no. So them stairs right there, I jumped down them. Good. Boom. I don't know if I hurt my ankle or not or whatever. I don't remember what happened. But I just remember getting up, taking flight, footing it, like as fast as I can. And on 27th and Brown, there's a school right there. And as I'm running, I'm finna run straight back to Travis' house, but we got blocks to go. Travis stayed on 18th and Brown. The house party's on 29th and Brown. So 27th and Brown, this is school right there. But as I'm running from that house, I'm hearing cars pulling off, like, skirt. I don't know if it's people getting their cars and leaving, or it's other people on BS, you know, trying to just find somebody to chase down and shoot. So I'm like, man, I'm running. I'm not looking back. I'm just hoping that I don't get shot in the back of my head. I just hope I don't get shot, period. But I'm not looking back. I'm running, sprinting. Usain Bolt, you not catching me, right? So I get to 27th and Brown, and the school is right there. The backyard is right there. The back playground, is right there. So it's a big fence. I run straight to the school, hop that fence, flip over it, whatnot. As I'm running through the playground, I look to the right, which is Brown Street, you know, going down. I see one of our homies that was with us, and he like short. He like short, and I seen a car right behind him, like damn, they're chasing him. So I'm like, oh shit, I hope don't nothing happen to bro. Please don't let nothing happen to bro. But at the same time, I'm still running for my life. I feel like I'm still running for my life, because I don't know what none of these niggas is on. It's a bunch of grown niggas, a bunch of niggas with guns. They out here shooting, they out here arguing, yelling at people. So, and I'm hearing people in cars screeching off, and so I'm in the playground. And in the back playground, they got one of them big old, big garbage cans, the big green ones. So I ran to that one, hid behind it. And I'm still hearing cars and people yelling and driving and going crazy. So I'm like, man, I'm finna hide right here and stay right here until I don't see or hear nobody. So I'm watching, you know, I'm watching cars drive by, go by. I'm watching people hanging out their windows with guns and shit. I'm like, oh my God, my heart racing, like beating so fast. And I say probably about, I was there probably about 5-10 minutes. I ain't even gonna lie. But after that time, I don't hear nothing no more. I don't see nobody. I don't hear nothing no more, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. It should be safe to go. I get from behind the garbage can, take back off. I'm running straight to Trav's house. Whole time I'm thinking about the homie that I seen getting chased by this car. I'm like, Lord, please don't let nothing happen to him. And I'm like, I hope ain't nothing happened to him. So I end up running all the way back to Trav's house. I make it to 18th and Brown. I get there, Trav already there. Vontae already there, Lil Cam already there. The other guys ain't there. There's probably about 2-3 more guys that was with us. They not there. We like, damn, where these niggas at? We hope they all right. We want to go back out and like look for them, but we know it's hot as hell out there. And what I mean by hot is, I mean it's dangerous out there. So a couple of minutes go by. Thankfully, the homies, the rest of the homies make it to Trav house, and including the homie that I seen getting chased by that car. So as soon as I see him, I instantly ask him, bro, what happened? What them niggas was chasing you for? What they do? He like, man, I was running from that car, but I was thinking about busting cuts and hitting alleyways, but man, I already know I ain't finna outrun no car. And I think he had asthma too. He said he had just stopped and turned around and just stared at the car. And he said the car pulled up on side of him, raised down their windows, and asked him what his name was. And instantly, I put myself in the shoes like, damn, bro, I know how these niggas is out here. Some people, like, they actually, like, if I was in that situation, I know different scenarios. Like, they ask you what your name is, and you ain't even the person they looking for, but they just got adrenaline going on in them. They drunk off liquor, they popped off pills and whatnot. So, you know, you could tell them what your name is. You might not even be who they looking for, but just because they already got you right there, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, this who he is right here, and do that to you. So I'm like, damn, bro. I wonder what they did after he told them their name. So he's like, after he told him his name. So he was like, he said he told him what his name was, and thankfully they didn't do nothing. They told him, all right, bro, be safe out here and this and that. But he said he seen them with guns in their laps, and they had on masks and all ski masks and shit. And he said he said his life flashed before his eyes. But he said thankfully he told him his name, and he was like, and they drove off because that wasn't who they was looking for. But imagine if somebody gave them at this party, somebody gave them in his car your name, and you tell them what your name is. Imagine what could have happened. But thankfully, nothing happen to him. He said after that, he finished running to the house. That's how he made it there. And this is pretty much the end of the story. We are chilling in Trav house, just laughing, and cause you know it's crazy when you go through experiences like that, like life-threatening, and you survive, you end up eventually laughing at it, and it becomes a memory, and it becomes a story time. And so we in there, we just chilling, we laughing, we talking about what just happened, and we talking about all the lap dances we done got and we done seen, and talking about people shooting and stuff. And it becomes nighttime. Well, it was already nighttime, but I think it was probably like 11, 12 maybe. We ended up parting ways. I ended up going back home, and it was Friday night, so the girl who house it was, I wanted to see her at school on Monday and ask her, you know, what all that was about, like what happened. So Monday come, we in school, we all meeting up and chopping it up. We looking for the girl, but the girl is nowhere to be found. Like, she's nowhere to be found. So we like looking for her through the school, and we asking people where she at and this and that. And people that we seen at the party, we seen at school the next day, we asked them if they seen her, but ain't nobody seen her. Honestly, I don't even know if somebody got shot or somebody got killed, but hopefully not. But we didn't see her. She was just MIA after that. Like, for the rest of the year, we ain't seen her no more. I think I ran across her maybe a couple of years ago on Facebook, but I ain't like inbox her or nothing like that. But yeah, we didn't see her, man. I mean, that whole night was crazy. I hope nobody got hurt. We were 17, 16 at the time. I'm 25 now, so you know that was a little while back. It's just kind of crazy going over it again. It's bringing back memories. But yeah, man, if you ever go to a house party, if you ever go to a kickback or whatnot, make sure you're safe. Make sure you do not go by yourself. Make sure you go with some people that you know. And if you have to, carry you a little self-defense weapon. You know, it ain't gotta be no gun. It ain't gotta be no knife. It could just be something that, you know, like, you know what I mean? Y'all be safe out here, man. I appreciate y'all being here with me for this story, man. I love y'all like always. I got so many stories that I can tell y'all. Just let me know if y'all still wanna, you know, listen to my stories and whatnot after this one. I haven't given y'all an update on my ACL tear, but I am back walking. I'm back jogging. I'm not running yet, but I'm getting there. I'm just grateful to be off, you know, these crutches. I'm grateful for that. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to your boy. We trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. I think we got like 1,200. It's gonna take this and some more consistency for me. It's gonna take y'all to keep rocking with your boy. So I love y'all, man. Make sure y'all stay safe out here, stay in school, and keep them grades up, man. Listen to your parents. Peace.